What's going on, freaks? It is day 88 of the carnivore journey of the 30-day challenge. We are still doing it. Yep. Still going. Been asked to come on here and do some things a little bit different. Expound on some things and maybe vent, whatever it is they just want me to talk. And I've kind of held back from being on YouTube for a long time. If you know anything about me, man, we are hooked up. We're always going somewhere, always doing something. That's the reason I do most of my videos sitting right here in this chair, driving down the road, driving through life. But that being said, if you don't know me, my name's David Shirley. I own the Proving Ground, which is a gym in Russellville, Arkansas. I also own Invictus Powerlifting. You're welcome to go and check that out over invictuspowerlifting.net. We've got all kinds of apparel and stuff. We also make monoliths, bench presses, inclines, declines, blah, blah, blah. We make all kinds of good stuff. Try not to make commercial grade stuff, but professional grade stuff. If you're wondering what that means, we've got a lot of stuff in commercial gyms, but that ain't what I'm after. I'm after professional people. I'm looking for guys that are looking for equipment that they're only going to buy once the rest of their life, and that's it. Guys that want to power lift for a living, or they want their whole world to circle around it, and they don't want to worry about their equipment at all. They don't want to see something break. They don't want to see something go wrong. But if it does, they want somebody that will come running, and I am that man. We take good care of our customers. We deliver all over the country, hence driving through life. Usually when you see me on a video like this, there's a monolift or a bench press or a trailer hooked to the back that's got multiples in it. So that's what that's all about. Today, I do want to talk about, I do have a couple of things to talk about. I usually don't get on here and vent, but I've been paying attention the last couple of weeks to the internet. I'm a YouTube junkie too, and it amazes me the griping that goes on. Of course, I'm on a carnivore diet, have been since the first of the year. Mr. Joe Rogan got me started on that. I thought that was a pretty good idea. But it's amazing to me. It wouldn't matter which diet that I had chosen, somebody's gonna gripe about it. And whatever diet you're on, somebody's going to make it political. Whether you're a carnivore or a vegan or a vegetarian or I'm a this or I'm a that. It doesn't really matter. Somebody's going to be against you. You're just doing it all wrong. Ooh, you better check your LDL and you better do this and you better do that. I always would like to see these people's blood work that are complaining. Everything's got to be political. And I kind of have an issue with that. And I kind of want to be honest with you for a few minutes. If you're looking to be healthy, or just to get healthier, you know, Dave, I don't want a six-pack. I don't want to run a marathon. I don't ever want to be a power lifter or a bodybuilder or something like that. Dave, I just don't want to be fat. I'd like to live a few more years. I'd like to get this skin problem taken care of, or this diabetes. I would like to get this diabetes taken care of. What would you have me do? Well, let me tell you. I don't really care which one of those diets you choose. I really don't. Even though I'm on a carnivore diet, I I didn't choose it for some political reason. I'm not all for animals. I'm not all against animals. I don't really care. I just want to be healthy. So where would you start? Why don't you start with something simple? Why don't you start by eliminating everything that you have to open? Woo! That sounds like a pain in the butt, don't it? Why don't you start by taking all the Doritos out, all the Pop-Tarts, all chips all together? Why don't you start in those little places? Why don't you start by taking the Oreos out? How about that coffee creamer in the morning? Oh man, that stuff's good. It is. All of that stuff is good. It's designed to be good. It's supposed to be good. If it wasn't good, somebody'd be getting fired. But it's more than that. If it was just good, I'd tell you, who cares? It's not just good. It's designed to be good. It's designed to be more than good. It's designed to get you coming back. It's designed to be addictive. And if you don't think you're addictive, quit for 2 weeks. When I say quit, I mean quit. Quit all sugar. 2 weeks. No carbohydrates whatsoever, which would put you on a carnivore diet, by the way. No fructose, no nothing. I'll bet you money you're addicted. I bet you there's very few people on the face of the planet that aren't addicted to sugar in some way or another. Well, you're not going to get that battle beat in 30 days, I can tell you that. Because even at 40, 45 days into this journey with me, I was still craving sugar. I could smell it. I could drive by a donut shop and I could smell the donuts. And that's really the driving force that's kept me going this long. Most of that is past. I still get cravings on occasion, but most of those heavy cravings are gone now. And there came a time in there, day 40, day 45, somewhere like that, to where I just got pissed. I just became mad. And it was like, I'm not stopping until I don't need to stop, until I don't want to stop. And I can tell you that's where I'm at right now. When somebody else has something sweet, it kind of tickles me now. I don't get all excited about it. I don't hurt. There's times it made my teeth hurt. It was bad. Seeing a piece of cake or something like that, oh my goodness, that sucks. But most of that's past. About day 55, everything changed. It was really wonderful. I just woke up one day and the cravings were pretty much gone. So I say that just to encourage you, because it won't be easy. But I do encourage you just to get started. Just choose something and begin to eliminate things. Eliminate something, wait a couple weeks, eliminate something else, and just keep going. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. If you've got questions, ask. For heaven's sake, there are thousands of people that want to help you. They want you to be successful. There's nobody out there hoping that you stay fat and unhealthy and that you die young. Nobody's like that. And if they are, what in the world are they doing in your circle? Kick them suckers out. They got no business in your circle. Get people around you that are encouraging to you. So, what kind of things have I personally changed? We cut all sugar out, all processed foods. We took no tap water. That's a big one. That's something that I think really has helped us a lot, just cutting the tap water out. We bought a good filter. I filter everything: coffee water, ice water, the water that I drink, everything gets filtered. So I really feel like that's made a big difference as far as getting the chemicals out. The next phase of that is I'm going to start carrying, when I'm out here on the road, of course I drink just bottled water, purified water. I'm getting ready to start carrying my own water in glass, just so I can get rid of the plastic particulates that are in the water. I'm kind of done with those. I'm ready to start seeing those get gone. But we did all of that. We didn't just start Carnivore, and I feel like this is important. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't, because we have ended up buying meat at Kroger, but it's been probably a month since I've done something from like that. I've got a local meat company here in Arkansas, over at Centerville, Miller's Meat Processors. I get all of my meat over there. They butcher the cow, they cut it, they put it in a bag, they seal it, they freeze it. I buy it, I thaw it, I cook it. That's that. There's no preservatives on the meat. There's no antibiotic. It's all grass fed. It's meat, and believe it or not, it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. I'm paying for 97.3. I'm paying $4.99 a pound for ground meat, and there's none of y'all paying that. None of you. I don't care where you're from. It's wonderful. I took a couple of steaks up to our cabin here a few weeks ago. We were up there working with a good friend of mine, and cooked him a steak one night. Put salt on it. Redmond's real salt. That's what I use. Salted it. Let it sit out there for 30 or 40 minutes. Grilled it. Gave it to him. He wanted to know what I had done to the steak. I guess maybe he'd never had a real fresh steak. No preservatives, no artificial nothing. They're not painting that junk on it to keep it looking fresh. It is what it is. Trust me, nothing stays in Miller's cooler long enough that it matters. But and that's kind of the way it is. So I'm giving, $2, $3, $4 a pound less for my meat, and it tastes twice as good. I promise you that the nutrients that are in that meat, it's different. I promise you it's different. You can taste it. So I would start there. Find you a place where a local place in your area where you can get your meat, and you know what you're getting. Now, the first thing I ask them is, did this meat come from Yale County? That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, these are our cows. And that's what's important to me. We get our chicken. We eat a lot of chicken thighs. We get them there. Now, they didn't come from that county, but they know exactly where those are sourced from. I asked. Our pork, our bacon comes from right there. Has no preservatives on it whatsoever. It's just bacon. They smoke it, slice it, vacuum seal it, freeze it, give it to me. Well, they don't give it to me. But that's that. You've got to ask these questions. Now, I did leave milk in. However, I don't buy my milk at the grocery store. We looked around, and I found a local farmer that sold non-pasteurized whole milk. Oh my goodness, it's so good, it's like eating a dessert. And before somebody says something, yeah, I know it's high in sugar. But there's nothing in it. The day before I buy it, it's in a cow. So that's where we started. And I begin to feel better. If I had to go back and tell somebody, give somebody some advice, I'd probably say that I would probably start off with a little bit of fiber, just something really simple. Don't use something with a bunch of chemicals in it. There are natural things you can do for that. Because I had trouble with constipation there at the beginning. Actually, all the way up until day 55, it took me a while for my gut biome to kind of switch over and to heal itself. So that's something you just got to wait for. Your body will kind of adjust to that. And now that it does, I have no issue with that. The only weird part about that is that I go once or twice a week now, and I used to go once or twice a day. So that's kind of weird, but that's because of the nutrient-dense food that I'm eating. My body just eats it all. It takes it all in. It sucks all those nutrients up. There's not a bunch of garbage that it's got to kick out. So that's where I started. Now, why did I start there? I did that simply because it's an elimination diet. Nothing fancy. It's an elimination diet. I knew that the meat would be the most nutrient-dense thing I could get. I've still got to work. I've still got to move. So it was logical for me. It may not be logical for you. But eliminate everything. When I say everything, I mean, man, eliminate everything you can possibly eliminate. And then add things back in really slow. Take your time. Don't get excited. If something doesn't work, you'll know it. We added avocado a couple weeks ago. No issues whatsoever. It didn't change the way I felt. Didn't change the way my gut worked. Didn't change the way I used the restroom. Nothing changed. Just gives me another texture and another taste. So that was nice. Last week we added onions and mushrooms. And that did not go well at all. Within an hour, I could feel myself being bloated, sluggish. My energy levels were down. Just didn't feel good. And yesterday I did the same thing again, just to kind of make sure that it wasn't something else. Within an hour, I just knew I had made a mistake. So we pulled that out, and I'm not saying we won't add nothing back, because we're going to. I have no intentions of being a carnivore for the rest of my life. But that being said, I think Joe Rogan was right. Probably at least the month of January forever for me, I'll probably always be a carnivore. And I probably won't even begin to add things back in until that switch in my system comes. I don't like being addicted to anything. I like walking my own path. I like paying my own way. I don't want something, especially not a food, telling me what to do or how to do it or when to do it. So that's probably the way I'm just going to be. But you do what you got to do. The important thing here is to get that processed food out of your system, to get it out of your house. Throw that crap away. I usually tell people, well, don't throw it away. Go ahead and finish it. But bullcrap. Throw that crap away. It's garbage. It's poison. You know, if you're going to eat that, you might as well have a little Ajax with it or something. In my opinion, it's just about as bad. Get that stuff out of your system, out of your house. Start getting real food, stuff that you know has no additives, no preservatives. Somebody's going to ask, so I'll just tell you what I have for breakfast. I have that bacon I was telling you about. I have 3 pieces of bacon every morning, and I have 4 farm eggs. We have our own chickens. We got that even before we started the carnivore. And so I eat my own chicken eggs every morning. So I know exactly what those guys are eating. So those ladies eat very well. So anyway, I hope that gives you some information. I hope that helps you. If you've got something you'd like to ask me about, if you'd like for me to talk about something, please let me know. Comment what you thought. Like the video. Subscribe, and who knows? I bet you hear more from me. You guys have a great day. See you later.